The Go Higher podcast is provided by the High Program at Wayne State University. The High Program, helping individuals go higher.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Go Higher podcast, where we take on the tough and relevant subjects in everyone's day-to-day lives and provide insight on how to respond, resolve, and re-inspire yourself and those around you. This episode will be covering how to have a normal college social life with following social distancing guidelines. So, as we all know, we have been in the midst of a pandemic since March of 2020. When everything started, guidelines were very strict. Most places shut down and you weren't supposed to see anyone or do anything. Now things have started to become a bit more lax, but there are still a lot of rules in place. A lot of schools are letting students return to campus, but there are still many schools that are sticking to online only. During all of this, it is still important to find time to have a social life and do things you enjoy, while still being very careful and of course following the guidelines put in place. So here are some tips on how to enjoy your social life while still following social distancing guidelines. How to maintain social distancing while engaging in student life living on campus. The CDC is now allowing us to gather in groups of up to 10 people, but you don't have to be around that many people if you're not comfortable. You can plan a nice picnic with a few friends or roommates in the courtyard, maybe bring some drawing supplies or chalk and have an art day. You can go for a stroll around campus or a bike ride around town. If the weather isn't nice enough for those things, you could have a movie night with your roommates or have a game night. There are still some campus clubs or activities that you may be able to join. Keep an eye out for the flyers. You can open up your door and talk to your neighbors across the hall while maintaining 6 feet, maybe even play a game with them across the hall. How to maintain social distancing while engaging in student life while doing online learning. You can email some of your classmates and set up Zoom movie night or game night. There are plenty of websites to use for online gaming with large groups, like Kahoot. You can download an extension on your Chrome browser called Netflix Party that allows you to watch a movie with a group of people. There's a chat box next to the movie, and whenever someone pauses, it pauses for everyone, just like a real movie night. You can check your student webpage on your college site to see if there are any school events that are still happening, and join those if you wish. There isn't a very wide array of options to choose from when wanting to be social while social distancing, but there are still plenty of options to choose from. You have enough stress from trying to go to school and do normal life things while living through these very difficult times, so it's important that you make time for things you enjoy doing too. You can social distance while still being socially active, whether it's talking on the phone or video chatting or just getting out for a walk. It is extremely important to follow social distancing guidelines. However, the only way for us to make it through the pandemic is to follow these guidelines. That unfortunately means no parties, no large gatherings, over 10, no pool gatherings or movie outings. Remember to wash your hands often and carry hand sanitizer on you whenever you leave the house, and stay 6 feet apart from everyone outside of your household. And don't forget your mask. This pandemic doesn't have to be lonesome. It just has to be safe. Here are some very important facts to know about COVID-19. This is a respiratory infection that, as we know, can leave lasting damages to the body. It is spread through respiratory droplets like sneezing, coughing, or even just talking. That is why it is so important to wear a mask and maintain 6 feet apart from others. Washing your hands and sanitizing often is also very important. Because the virus sticks to skin longer than it does stick to any other surface, make sure when you wash your hands, you lather for at least 20 seconds and get all the nooks and crevices on your hands. Thank you for listening, and please stay safe.
College can be difficult, but for some students, financial issues can make things impossible. The High Program at Wayne State University provides critical funds to students who are having major issues with basic needs like tuition, books, housing, and food. It's amazing, but just a few $100s at the right time can save a student from dropping out or from being homeless. Students should not have to decide between basic life needs and finishing their education. The High Program has connected hundreds of students with these basic needs and provided a light at the end of the tunnel for what amounts to the most difficult period of their young lives. If you would like to help, donations of any amount are welcome, and you can find all our information on highprogram.wayne.edu or at WSU High Program.